Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Opinion Machine. I'm going to be taking a look at the Super Mario Maker 2 update. It's been a little while since I've done anything, or you've seen anything other than the top 100 I've been working on. But yeah, Super Mario Maker 2 update. By the time this goes up, it's going to be about a week old, I think, or yeah, about that. And yeah, I think I'm going to go through it with you guys and kind of give my thoughts and opinions on it, because actually a lot of stuff that's been added to this has been awesome stuff. But rather than, I'm going to go through it, but I'm also going to kind of talk about what I'm going to be doing for Construction Complete and some of the other bits and bobs that will be going on here. So let's just go through it. I'm going to pause it as we do. I'm obviously going to talk over it, but the major update. But yeah, this is a lot of stuff they added. Super Mario Bros. 2 Mushroom. This is awesome. Little dude. This is something I have messed around with a little bit. I haven't used it a huge amount, but I do like, there's going to be some crazy potential. I've already seen some silly, crazy things with it. Not something I'm going to be using during, obviously, my Super Mario Bros. 3 remix, but this is something I'm going to be looking into, because I actually think you can do some fun stuff with this one. So, as a power-up, awesome stuff.
Picks it up.
But,
He'll become Super Mario Bros. 2 Mario. Ride on enemies.
You can also, they don't show you in this trailer for some reason, but you can super jump with it as well, which is awesome. It's very, very, very cool. Like stuff like this with the bullet bills, this is going to be crazy. But yeah, I plan on messing around with this a little bit. So we're going to see it. Frog Suit is already being implemented into some of my Construction Complete levels. Now, I had to think about whether I wanted to go back and redo some of them and add the frog suit in, and I think I'm not going to at the moment, but going forward, some of the levels you guys haven't seen that will be coming up on the channel hopefully this year will be stuff where I've implemented the frog suit, because it's an awesome power up. I think it's really cool to have it on swimming levels. It makes swimming so much easier. But the thing to remember with the frog suit is that if you implement it from the very get-go, when you have it, you need to build a level around it. Because your swimming arc is now straight lines, you need to make a challenge suitable for the frog suit. Normally in Mario, when you swim, you tap the button, you kind of go up and down like in a waveform style. That's kind of how you go up and down. The frog suit, it doesn't change. It changes it to basically 4 directions so you can swim in, and it makes it handle very, very different. So now I have to think about, if I'm going to make swimming levels and I want to put the frog suit in, how I can implement that. It's interesting. I'm glad it's back. It's got a bunch of new like animations. You can slide in the frog suit now. You can duck in the frog suit. Yeah, it's a really cool. I'm super happy the frog suit's back. It means that whenever I do swimming stuff, I can do some crazy things with this.
Frog Mario.
So yeah, very, very happy with that. Like this, you can see it's much easier to handle. It's perfect. And you can run on water, which is also another new thing. So doing something with that might be interesting. Power Balloon. Power Balloon is cool to see come back. Not something I ever thought would come back, because the original power-up is very slow. But this, they've given you the ability to like basically fly through the air, farting, I suppose. That's kind of what it looks like to me. Acorn Suit, kind of cool that's come back. I actually thought it was still in the game. I completely forgot they'd taken it out, which made me remember things like the blue shell suit that you could get and turn into a Koopa Trooper and like spin and stuff. I forgot that there's still some of these power-ups that hadn't been added back in, but Acorn Suit, not something that I really care about that much. I don't really make stuff in Super Mario U's style. I actually find it a bit boring. Boomerang Flower is really, really cool. It does make me wonder though that they should really bring back the hammer suit for Mario Bros. 3. I don't know whether they will. It's highly unlikely that they will, but it's cool to see the boomerang flower come back again. You can do some pretty cool, fun things with it. They show it off here later on. We can do it. All these power-ups as well. Just gonna go through them because there's stuff wild. The cannon box, great. That's a really, really cool item from 3D World. It's cool to see that come back. You can do some pretty cool, like, moving along levels using it. The box is one of those things I just kind of assumed was in the game, but there we go, there's the box. Cool, you can do some really, really fun things with that. It kind of has like the opposite effect as the Bullet Bill one, which we'll get to in a minute. Power Block is kind of cool. I think it'd be good for Switch levels. It's not something I would probably use. Goomba Mask is just silly. I actually did mess around on someone's level who made one with this. It's kind of cool. If you lose it, that makes it really hard. But the Bullet Bill Mask, I think, is the most interesting one, being able to fly with the thing. Definitely kind of some fun stuff you can do with that one. I have to look into the 3D World level parts. I haven't really done it. Now, this is huge. This is massive. Because now I have to make a decision going over the fort airship levels I've done in the past, whether to put in the Koopalings in the original levels. And I may do that when we get to the world update, but we'll get to that when I get there. But yeah, now that the Koopalings are being added, I can do Super Mario Bros. 3 Remix a bit closer to the original. So every time they add stuff in back from this game, I can make more authentic style levels, in the sense that now I can put the Koopalings into the airship levels, which is awesome. So for me, this is a huge, like, massive boost, because now I can go, okay, we're in the middle of doing whatever the current levels are. I can, from a certain point onwards, I can then add in the Koopalings, and they will, instead of putting Bowser Jr. in there, who, while he is kind of a fun boss, isn't really what I wanted in the first place. I wanted the Koopalings in there anyway. So this is huge. This is a big update for me personally, because now I can use them, and that should be a lot of fun. So expect to see them going forward. I can't remember where we got to on construction complete, but probably from the end of World 3 going forwards on there, you will start to see Koopalings, which will be good.
Wendy, Morton,
they've all got different abilities as well, though. One of them doesn't slam the ground, which is a shock, but such is life. But yeah,
they each have their own moves to keep you on your toes in boss battles.
They look like a lot of fun.
The Cursed Key.
Cursed Key is something I'll probably never use. I'm going to be honest, I don't really do it. I love the Luigi sprite for this, with Mario 2. It's cool seeing the Phanto back though. It's like,
the bouncy qualities of the
on-off trampoline thing sounds really interesting to me. I think that's something that's going to do very well for a lot of people wanting to yeah, do like long jumps and things like that. Mecha Koopa is huge. I think that is going to get used in some awesome ways, especially now they've got bullets and
the blue ones,
the lasers.
Laser beams.
Yeah, so it's pretty cool. Like, really happy to see this.
Come equipped with jet engines.
Weird seeing them in this style. Right, now let's get to the World Maker thing, because this is something that I am going to be using at some point. Not yet, because I need to finish all the levels and things that I need to build. But I reckon by the end of the year, if I end up playing a lot more, because I'm back into playing a lot, I'm making new levels for the Super Mario Bros. 3 Remix. This is the only downside to this, is you can only have 4 levels plus a castle, so I won't be able to use all the levels I make. However, I will be definitely making some kind of world which will incorporate all of Super Mario Bros. 3 Remix into it. It'll be the best of levels, I suppose. This is awesome. This is a huge thing to add into Mario Maker. Very simple, but people want this. That you can actually use your coins, and they've got a meaning to them. You're not just collecting coins for the sake of it now. You're actually, playing for like an actual entire world. Yeah, I'm very like, this is awesome stuff to see this. This is huge.
Then place the courses you've made along the path.
There we go, look, blunk. Nah, it looks great. I've had a little play around with it. It is quite basic, but it doesn't need to be anything more than that. It just needs to basically be like, yep, this is, here's the levels. This is cool seeing this back. That was awesome. The different Toad's houses you can do. It's kind of fun.
You could really make your world stand out by changing the theme to underground, desert,
all the different world. The weird thing is the music choices of the worlds. So you got some Super Mario Bros. 3 stuff and some world stuff. It's like really odd, like choices. But hey,
8 worlds and 40 different courses.
Yeah. This is the biggest update of the entire thing, obviously. But for me personally, everything else that's been added is huge, because I can do so much more with my whole Super Mario Bros. 3 Remix. So I'm very happy with how all of this is turned out, basically. That's cool. You can dig up the clouds. But yeah, I mean, it's a shame that this is what they're saying the final major update. I mean, they've added a lot of stuff to this game. I know people have had their gripes with this being a sequel, but honestly, like, this game added so much that I wanted personally, because I can do so much more with Super Mario Bros. 3, basically. So I do hope they add some other little bits and bobs, maybe some items, some enemies and stuff like that, but we'll see how they go going forward. I think right now is definitely the time to be adding stuff to Mario Maker. It's a game with so much replayability. It's awesome. But yeah, going forward with construction complete with Super Mario Maker, with Super Mario Bros. 3 Remix, I'm going to be able to tweak some things to actually make it even more authentic how I want to do it. So it should be fun. So yeah, look forward to that. I'm back to making more levels, but it takes time because you can't just make a level and rush it out. So you'll see. I'll get back to uploading more construction completes on and carry on doing those. But at the moment, as we're speaking, I'm trying to work on End of World 3, beginning of World 4, and really kind of push forward with that at the moment. So there you go. That's going to do it for me today then, guys. Thank you very much for watching. If you like the video, hit like. If you want to subscribe and stay up to date, hit the subscribe button. There's the Facebook and Twitter links down below if you want to get involved in those communities. Trying to be more active on both of them at the moment. And until next video, I'll see you then.